Verse 45, Sri Vishnu Sahasranaam Stotram. Rutuhu Sudarshanah Kalaha Parameshti Parigraha Ugraha Samvasvaro Dakshaha Vishramo Vishwadakshinaha. This verse has again 10 names. Rutuhu Sudarshanaha Kalaha Parameshti Parigraha Ugraha Samvassaraha Dakshaha Vishramaha Vishwadakshinaha. The meaning of all these individual names is as under. Rutuhu. Rutuhu means seasons. So, by calling Mahavishnu Rutuhu, it indicates that he is the Lord of time. He is the one who governs all the seasons. The Lord, the presence of the Lord, the beauty of creation is evident through the flowering of plants, the ripening of fruits, the flowing rivers, the cascading waterfalls, denoting various seasons of the year. Because of all these factors, the Supreme, who is called Rutuhu, appears very, very pleasant. The universe is very pleasant. Universe is nothing but an embodiment, personification of the Supreme. So it's called Sudarshanaha. Sudarshanaha means pleasant to see, one who is easy to be perceived if the seeker has sufficient devotion. If a devotee understands that the entire universe is nothing but the Supreme in a different manifestation, we'll be able to appreciate, we'll be able to see, perceive this presence of the Supreme in everything around us. So, he whose appearance is auspicious as it removes the seeker's worldly worries is called Sudarshanaha. Rama is described in Ramayana by Valmiki as Sadaika Priyadarshanaha. He is pleasant not only to a few persons, not only at some times, but he is the one who is present with everyone at all times and in all situations. The best example is when Mother Kaikeyi told him that he has to go to the forest, his coronation cannot take place, and that he has to go to the forest for 14 years as per the desire of his father Dasharatha. There was no change in expression of Rama. Rama continued to be as pleasant as ever. So this shows if Rama could have been pleasant even to Kaikeyi, against whom Lakshmana was boiling with anger at the same time. And in that situation, so you can imagine Rama is in the manifestation of Mahavishnu as Rama. So we can understand Sadaika Priyadarshana. What is the exact meaning of this? Sudarshanaha is also the name of the discus, always with Mahavishnu. The discus denotes knowledge spreading in all directions. At the same time, the same Sudarshana can be transformed into a deadly weapon to be used against wrongdoers. Because of this, Bhagavan also denotes time, Kalaha. Kalaha, time or death, denotes one who pushes the evildoers into the mouths of death. Kalaha. Kalaha actually means one who measures the merits and defects in each individual and who awards, gives, doles out the appropriate results, known as a karma phala. In Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna says in chapter 30, Vibhuti Yoga, verse 30, that Kalaha Kalayatam Aham. Among the reckoners of time, I am Kala. Kala also means the name of Lord Death, Lord Yama. He is also called Kala, Kala Purusha. Therefore, Kala means the Lord who is the death or annihilator to all his enemies. On the one hand, Bhagavan is the annihilator as Kalaha, but on the other, he is the one who is centered in his own glory as Parameshti. Parameshti, centered in his own glory. One who is centered in his own glory. It also means one who is readily available for experience. But where is he available? He is available in the supreme cave of the heart of a true devotee. Parameshti Vibhrajate. He is the one who shines. He shines in his own glory. But we have to see where he is available. He is available, he can be accessed, he can be perceived in one's own heart. The benevolent Lord happily receives whatever is offered to him. Actually, he does not need anything. But whatever you give, happily he will take. He will receive it. Parigraha. Parigraha means one who happily receives, a receiver. As always, Shastras mention, the Parameshti is Tushtaha, Pushtaha, ever satisfied, ever contented. He has no needs. He is desireless. But for the satisfaction of the devotee who lovingly offers something to him, whatever they offer, he will happily receive it. Bhagavad Gita, verse 26, chapter 9 says, Patram Pushpam Phalam Toyam. Patram, a leaf. Pushpam, a flower. Phalam, a fruit. Toyam, even a drop of water. Yo me bhaktya prayachati. Yaha me bhaktya prayachati. Tat aham bhakti upahrutam ashnami prayatatmanaha. Whatever is offered to me with devotion, a leaf, a flower, a fruit, a drop of water, the devout offering of a striving self, that is Nishkama Bhaktaha, I accept happily. Patram Pushpam Phalam Toyam Yo me Bhaktya Prayachati Tadaham Bhaktyupahrutam Ashnami Prayatatmanaha. Now, parigraha also means one who has been accepted as the sole refuge of all devotees. His ultimate refuge, ultimate sharanagati. He is pleasant and benevolent to good people. But what about the wrongdoers? He is not unpleasant, he is not malevolent, but he appears terrible to wrongdoers. Ugraha. One who gives fear to those who are diabolically evil. So it is those people. He can be very, very fearsome. Because of him, Taittiriya Upanishad says, because of him, fire burns. For fear of him, the sun shines. For fear of him, Indra, Vayu, and Lord Yama discharge their duties. Therefore, he is considered to be. What it means is he ensures discipline. He ensures that everyone discharges their functions. Whatever is the real nature, swabhava of any element also, that is obeyed implicitly. So it is expressed poetically as they are afraid of him. Afraid means compliance. Okay? Terrible. Actually, is not Ugraha. For example, in Prahalada Purana, Prahalada story, Narsimha Avtara was terrible to look at for everyone else, including the Devas who assembled there, but not Prahalada. Prahalada very happily went and sat on the lap of that same so-called Ugra Rupa. Actually, we worship Narasimha Swami as Ugra Narasimha. He is not Ugra. He is Ugra only for evildoers, nobody else. Samvatsaraha. Samvatsara means normally year, but here it also means abode. Year, which is abode of all living. Samyak vasanti bhutani yasmin iti samvatsaraha, where all the living beings happily exist. Iti samvatsaraha. Vatsa, vatsa, to live, where they live comfortably is samvatsaraha. So Mahavishnu is also worshipped as samvatsaraha. Now, for all beings to reside and abide him incomfortably, abide in him comfortably, for this he has to be extremely efficient, dakshaha, efficient, smart. So he is the one who undertakes the cosmic duties of creation, sustenance, and destruction with ease and efficiency, diligence and promptitude. He discharges these functions with great efficiency and effortlessly. He is the Nimitta Karana, efficient cause. He is the Jnana Swarupa, personification, embodiment of all knowledge. That's why he is equated with the Vedas. All the scriptures are nothing else but his manifestations. And he is a final resting place for all those who seek his refuge. As they say, ultimate Sharanagati, Vishramaha. Vishramaha means one who gives, one who finds rest. We can comfortably place there, forgetting all the problems of the samsara, forgetting all the problems associated with the cycle of lives and death. A person can go back and comfortably get absorbed into the Paramatma, which is the resting place. So, it is a resting place for those who suffer in samsara. They can discover, achieve perfect rest and quietude in supreme consciousness, Mahavishnu. All their papas, all their sins, what is called Papa Karma Phala, all the sins associated with even evil actions get evaporated by the rays of his benevolence. So, being the resting place, he is the most skillful and efficient also in the entire world. There is nobody who is as efficient as him. He is Vishwadakshinaha. Vishwadakshinaha, most skillful, most efficient. All efficiency and skill that we find in the universe among the dynamic living creatures are all his expressions alone, as we always equate the entire creation with the creator. Wherever we find any beauty, any greatness, any quality, all these are his. That is what Vibhuti Yoga in Bhagavad Gita repeatedly mentions. He is the source of all skill and efficiency. If somebody does anything great thing, it is not his greatness. It is the grace of the Supreme. Because of the Supreme's grace only, he has got that ability or efficiency. He is the one, the Supreme is the one who is the very creator and preserver of the entire universe. He is the most efficient manager and administrator of all the living creatures of the entire universe. Vishwa Dakshinaha. With this, we have come to the end of the verse 45. ॐ सर्वेषां स्वस्तिर्भवतु सर्वेषां शान्तिर्भवतु सर्वेषां पूर्णं भवतु सर्वेषां मङ्गलं भवतु ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरि ओम तत्सत्